Hey folks, it's been a little while since I've recorded anything, so I thought I'd give you a quick update on a new series that I had an idea for that I'm going to start recording right now. It's called ToolTips with Nate, and the idea is that I've come across a number of tools in my life, dealing in the garage and whatnot, that maybe aren't obvious as to what you would use them for. I thought I would basically go over some tools, some basic hand tools, some of the more, maybe not advanced, but less common hand tools, so that people can just get an idea of what they are, what exists for, problems that you're trying to solve, because sometimes all you need to know in order to use a tool is that it exists, that you can either go rent it or go buy it, and make your life so much easier. I can't tell you how many times I've been involved in a project, didn't know that a tool that I needed existed, and instead had to hack my way through it, doing something completely out of the ordinary. So while it's great and it gives you a nice sense of accomplishment when you figure out how to make something work, it's so much easier when you just go buy the right tool for the job and just get it done. They look sort of like pliers. They have this lock on the handle. They have these jaws that are relatively smooth. They don't have a bite to them, and they're sort of wobbly, sort of loose like that. When you clamp them down, they clamp closed, sort of like vice grips would, and then you open up by hitting this little switch here. So yeah, I had never seen, believe it or not, I'd never seen these before. And we were working on a friend's vehicle, and he bought 2 sets of these, and I didn't know what they were until he unboxed them and showed me. These are for closing off rubber hoses. So simple enough. This isn't a great example of a hose because this is a gas filler hose and they're really stiff. But imagine like a radiator hose or something, right? You basically put this around it, clamp it on down, and the idea is that you can clamp off the whole hose. So if you're working on the radiator, for example, you can clamp off the hose and then disconnect this hose. You'd clamp it further up, then disconnect this hose from the radiator and pull it off, and you don't lose all your fluid, right? So that's what that's for, and that's why you might want these. These weren't that expensive, he told me. He bought them at like Advance Auto. He bought 2 sets. In fact, I don't think these he didn't buy in person. He got these off of Amazon, but he got 2 of them because he figured we were going to need them. And yeah, they were pretty useful. So there you go, first episode of Tool Tips with Nate. I'm going to try to make this weekly. Next time around, I'm going to talk about, what is that? Again, locking, no, not quite locking. So if you want to know what this is, tune in next time.